All right, today we are taking out a fellow van lifer into the boat life. Gonna see how he likes it. If you don't know who this is, you should. This is Ryan Toomey. He's a fellow van lifer. He's been doing it for a couple years. He just flew in last night. He's actually getting some fishing apparatuses. What's the plural? What's the plural form of apparatus?
I don't know, apparatuses.
Apparati?
Hi, I'm Marley. I'm Brandon's editor. I have been for the last 7 months. I need to interject here because it's not apparati, it's apparatus. According to vocabulary.com, apparatus is part of the group that doesn't change. This means that the plural is either apparatus or apparatuses. The more you know. Back to the video.
He's getting some apparati ready for fishing. He's going to try to catch some of the monster catfish that live in these waters. I'm going to take him out on a day in the life, living on the boat, see how he likes it compared to living the van life. Probably going to cruise down to the city. I don't know. We got a lot of stuff planned, so stick around. Yeah, rope swing, going to restaurants with the boat, cruising down to the city. I don't really know what's in store, but
Hopefully catching a few fish.
Yeah, not going to eat them though. I don't think it's quite safe to eat the fish in these rivers. But
yeah, I looked it up online, and they said technically you can, but everyone has advised me not to.
Yeah.
Although technically you could consume it, I feel like you would might grow a third ear or something crazy.
Yes, we're probably just catch and release type of deal here. But yeah, follow along and let's see where the day takes us. All right. Check it out. This is the first time this has actually been made into like a somewhat legitimate bed. So this whole area is Ryan's. It's got like almost a queen size bed back there. Not sure how long he's gonna be living with me. Not sure how long we'll be roommates.
Forever.
Forever, allegedly. Well, once I convince him to leave van life, then, you know, it's just gonna be boat life for everyone. I'm gonna steal all the van lifers and bring them to the boat life.
I'll get my own boat.
Yeah, honestly. You have a boat on the West Coast, I'll have a boat on the East Coast.
Yeah, exactly.
That's perfect. Went and got some groceries. Ryan is a much better cook than I am, so he's gonna be cooking some actual like Pittsburgh local food, which is, we'll see how it turns out. I have high hopes. I mean, he cooks way better stuff than I do. I kind of eat garbage.
Before.
He did. He's cooked for me once before when we met like years ago.
Made some gourmet ramen.
He cooked me gourmet ramen and it was delicious. So now that he's had a couple years to improve his cooking skills even more than that, I'm pretty excited to try the food today. If you follow my videos, you'll know I just did a pretty major repair down in the engine compartment. Of course, as soon as I finish that, I run into another issue, and this one's even worse. Pop this open. All right, so it's really normal to have a little bit of water down in there. That's very common. Recently, I've been getting a lot of water in there to the point where the bilge pump is pumping it out often, and I'm wondering where the water's coming from. So I found out I can't even see it with my own eyes. I can only see it via camera. Right there is a hole that goes from this center floor cavity over to this side cavity. The one that you're looking at now has been filling up with water dripping from, and it's dripping from the bottom of that pipe right there, which is the exhaust pipe. And from talking to a couple of mechanics at my marina, they think that it's my bellows. So I'm hoping that's the case, but even that is kind of a crazy job. I'm hoping I can do it myself, but that's a pretty, I don't know, it's a pretty intense job for someone like me that doesn't really know a ton. We'll see. We're gonna monitor that today and make sure that we're not taking on a bunch of water when we go out, because last thing I need is my boat sinking while I bring Ryan out to...
Dude invited me on a sinking boat.
Yeah, I bring Ryan out to find out my boat sinking the day before, so technically it is sinking, but the water can pump out faster than it's coming in right now. Hopefully it stays that way. We're gonna take down all of the canvas, fill up the fresh water, because I think we're gonna cook when we go out on the river, which I haven't ever actually done that. I always just eat like sandwiches and cold stuff out of the fridge. So we're gonna fill up the water, take the canvas down, grab a snack, and then we're gonna push off the docks.
We're doing the rope swing first?
Yeah. Depending on how long we stay there.
Check out that beach maybe?
Yeah, so maybe cook lunch at that point.
Mm-hmm. Might try to do some fishing over there too.
All right, we're gonna get the engine running that has the leak behind it and see if it gets any worse when it's running. Now I gotta watch that clip back and see, because I literally can't see the camera when it's back in there. I mean, just from watching on the tiny little GoPro screen, it doesn't look like it's dripping. So I could see it actively dripping a lot the other day. So I don't know what's going on. I guess I'll just keep an eye on it and hopefully I don't sink the boat. And we're off. Let's get it.
So where are we going? We're going up the Beaver River or towards the Ohio?
We're going down the Beaver River
Down
to the
Beaver.
Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, first stop of the day. We're heading over to the rope swing. We'll see if we can get Ryan going from at least the lower of the two platforms, because they're both pretty freaking high up. I don't know what the that was.
What did it feel like?
I felt like one of them was like dropping out, like losing power.
That dude's supposed to be on or is it just one?
Uh-oh. That's not good. Of course, Ryan flies all the way out from San Diego, and as soon as I get out to the main river and start to go fast, one of the engines starts dying and then completely shuts off. Fires right up every single time, shuts right back off again. And back at the dock now, limped back here with one motor and been diagnosing everything. Took the serpentine belt off, did a lot of different tests trying to figure out what was wrong, and guess what it was? Here's the fuel filter. This plug right here is for the fuel pump, and the clip is broken on it, so it literally just unclipped itself like that. So this looked like it was clipped in, but it wasn't. Literally all I had to do is plug that clip back in and it fixed all the problems that I just wasted a lot of time trying to figure out. But nevertheless, we're good to go. Plugging this thing back in, gonna zip tie it on or something so it does not come back out again. Apparently it's a common issue with Volvo Penta motors. So we're good to go, pushing back off the dock. Round two, let's go. Made it to the rope swing. We're gonna tandem them together on this paddleboard and go send some swings. No, it gets chilly just because this place is in the shade, but once you're in the sun, it's great. You need to make it like 10 feet out into the water, then it drops down. Set it up there.
I guess it's not that much.
You'll be all right.
Where's the nearest hospital, just in case?
We're actually very close to an emergency room.
Okay, good. So was that is that big rope the old rope swing that's here?
Yeah, so I just...
Was that yours or that was just here?
That was here since I was a kid. So I went up
You
and
ever
cut
used
it
that
down.
one?
Yeah. But it was like, I don't know, it was a big wooden platform that was sitting like right around here. And you had to like climb up on this crazy platform that was about like 6 feet tall. And you made it out, but like barely even made it out far enough. So then I kind of just
Figure it all out.
made a fire pit and brought bricks out of the
Cool
water.
spot, though.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. Maybe we'll,
Come hang out, do a bonfire here?
yeah, really want to. We've still yet to have a fire yet.
Really? Well, not other than the first one.
We had one fire ever when we started, but it's like every time we come here, yeah, it's like so hard to light stuff because it always rains. The weakest part of the entire thing is the cable, which still has a working load of like 1,600 pounds. Everything else is like 10 times that. Just so you know the science behind it.
Sounds good.
So I didn't really know what I was doing.
Still gonna be scared, but it's fine.
Yeah. So to start to get like a feel for it, you can just go from here, but you cannot let go or else you'll land on bricks.
Okay.
But just to get a feel for what it's like, you know, just nice gentle swing.
And just swing back.
And then you gotta like just lift your feet on your way out. So
Okay.
from here you can get a feel for how high your feet have to be.
Yeah. All right, let me give it a little test run.
It's so fun. Not bad.
Even that feels so high though. That's like crazy. That feels high.
I mean, it is. It's not a small swing, so.
That is terrifying. And we're not even, we gotta go another 15 feet in the air.
Yeah, I wanted to build an in-between platform, but that never happened.
That is crazy.
So as long as you stay in that position with your arms locked,
Yeah.
You'll
I'm
be
not
good.
worried about holding on. It's just,
nah, that's everyone's biggest fear for some reason, except for yours.
My fear is letting go.
What do you think's gonna happen? Like, what's your worst case scenario?
I don't know, be scared. But it is kind of fun to just swing.
Yeah, it's like a nice stretch in your back.
Oh, that's fucking terrifying. I don't want to let go from that high.
Okay, so do you want to come up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I mean, I can do one from there if you want to film down here first, and then we can go up there together, and we can film on the 360.
Okay.
Watch your head.
Anyway.
Ah, terrible. Okay, rope swinging. You ready? 3, 2. Oh my God. He took the GoPro out. He got dirt all over the lens. All right, I give a lot of props to Ryan because I brought a lot of people here and most people never leave the boat when they see the swing. They don't want anything to do with it. No one wants to give it a try, except for my cliff diving friends, of course, but he came straight out and went straight to the platform and did it, so very impressed. All right, we're wrapping up with the swing, heading back to the boat, and Ryan is cooking some Pittsburgh sandwiches for us.
Not really cooking, just assembling.
I call it cooking.
We're cooking French fries in the air fryer, frozen.
That's cooking, dude.
That's what all the cooking is.
Compared to the stuff I do, this is cooking. Ryan's in the kitchen right now chefing up some homemade, boat-made Permane sandwich replicas from scratch in there because it's one of our locally famous restaurants here in Pittsburgh. It's a chain that's all over the Pittsburgh area, and their thing is adding fries and coleslaw on like deli sandwiches, and it's pretty popular in the area. So he wanted to make them in honor of being in Pittsburgh here. I'm just letting him do his thing in the kitchen, chef it up, and they'll be done soon. We're gonna have a nice little late lunch, early dinner, whatever you want to call it, out here on the outside of the boat with some gorgeous views. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're getting some drone shots here too, so.
Thank you, Ryan. Chefed up these amazing sandwiches. I'm gonna destroy these because these are incredible. Yeah, I feel spoiled right now on my own boat. Oh my gosh.
Nice toasty cheese.
Boom.
Pastrami with the pastrami hat.
Oh yeah, he's got Pastrami Research Institute. It's perfect. Hell yeah. Amazing dinner slash lunch slash whatever. Thanks to Ryan. Chefed up some amazing sandwiches. Honestly, they heavily compete with Permanis, but I'll have to take him to actual Permanis to have him compare himself. We're about to head back into the No Wake River. Kind of a chill day because of the issues we had earlier. We kind of ran out a lot of time, but tomorrow we're heading down to the city and who knows what we're gonna end up doing. So I think we're gonna head over to a restaurant before we dock. All right, we just pulled up to a restaurant here. Gonna cruise up there, have a couple waters, Diet Cokes, and maybe even waters. And honestly, I could still eat after the sandwiches, so I might grab a little bit of food too. Up we go. Oh. Good morning.
Hey, let's get the day started. All right, I gotta get out of bed, go take a shower. My only shower was the river yesterday, and we're gonna start driving this boat to downtown Pittsburgh.
Ow. All right, freshly showered. I think Ryan is cooking breakfast right now. It's been so amazing having him here, and he just loves to cook all the time, and it's great. I normally wake up and don't even eat anything, or I'll eat like a banana, but I think he's cooking like a real breakfast. I can smell it already.
Oh, sure.
Look at that. Heck yeah.
It's like I have a personal chef on the boat. It's amazing. Had an amazing breakfast, much better than what I'm used to. I usually just eat like a banana with peanut butter, or I just don't eat at all. But heading over to the van, picking up the e-bikes, and we're gonna try to load them on. Then we're heading down to the city. Actually, we gotta get fuel too, so I'll do that too. I'm borrowing this e-bike for Ryan. This is my brother-in-law and my sister's, so he's gonna be riding that one. And then I got this one here. So now when we go down to the city, we can both cruise around, check out the city, and not just be stuck on the water the entire time. Stuck on the water, I just realized sounds bad. Wait, we want to be on the water. I made that sound bad, I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah, this is E-Ride Pro.
Oh, you're right. It looks like a
Yeah,
Chiron.
dude, they look like identical.
Yeah.
Same with the.
one because I think it'd be fun as hell to ride around.
They're so much fun.
I have like a dirt bike still, but I think a Chiron would be fun.
I sold my 450 and kept this because like this I can ride everywhere and like no one bothers you. They can't hear you, you know. But I highly suggest these things.
Hell yeah.
You're good there. Thank you. Morning. right, now we got to get these onto this. All right, we're taking cables so that way we have power when we go down. What else? I need the hose for water, and then we're gonna strap these bikes down. All right, the first bike is strapped on. I've wanted to put a bike in this spot for ever since I got the boat, and got to make it happen. We couldn't put that one. That one's just so much heavier. This one was pretty easy to lift up there. And I think we'll throw mine back on the swim platform. Bike number 2's loaded up. Bike number 1's up there. We're just about to push off the docks. If you're ever wondering why I sound weird sometimes when I'm talking, it's because I have the camera in my mouth in like a bite mount. I've had some people recently asking me why I sound or why I'm talking like that. So you're about to hear that. We got to undo some ropes here. I'm just gonna put that back on for 1 second. That one's good. And you're good? Cool. Actually, I'm gonna take this one with me. There we go. Between the 2 seats there, where all the other random stuff is. Okay. This one will stay here. Give the boat a push. First things first, we got to get gas because our fuel dock just opened up. So we're just going to top off with gas before we head down to the city.
I guess this is kind of one more downside to boat life.
Yeah.
Paying 1 mile to the gallon and having to fill up for $350.
I mean, that's not even half a tank. So regular unleaded is $5.39 a gallon, and we're doing ethanol free. That is $6.39 a gallon. $300 literally doesn't even give half a tank on my boat, but I already had half a tank, so we should be getting close to full. A full 125 gallons in my boat, which is a full tank of the ethanol free stuff, is $798.75 for 1 full tank of the boat, which is disgusting. All right, the 30-mile journey to downtown Pittsburgh begins now. All right, we're about to go through the first lock. One of the questions a lot of people asked was how much it costs to go through these locks at the dams, and they're actually free. And the ones that I have to go through are 24/7 access, free all the time, which is kind of crazy. So we're about to pull into that one now. Then we got one more after that, but we'll see. I'm not sure what our plans are yet, but making it to the city eventually. The horn sounds really good in here. No. This beautiful parking spot right outside of PNC Park. It's pretty freaking gorgeous, and the weather could not be much better. I love how the bike looks on the front of the boat. It's just insane. So we're gonna take the bikes off soon, probably go grab some lunch and meet up with friends later. Maybe actually go to a pirate game. I think I've maybe been to one in my whole life. Not even really sure. So maybe we'll do that. But we'll find out here shortly. Usually if you just do one of these and then one of these. time for me. I don't even really remember this.
I just remember being terrified.
I mean, man, if that cable snapped, we'd be in bad trouble. Why are you running up the hill?
Right back down with it. Not
All right, guys, have a good one. Thank you so much.
Top of the hill.
Hey. Freshly showered on the boat, and we're cruising the bikes over to a bar, meet up with some friends, and go to Pirates Camp. Negativity doesn't matter if it's before noon. All right, well, it's the next morning. I'm gonna end the video here. Still in the city. Probably gonna stay here for another day or two. I'm not really sure what the plan is. We'll figure it out. But I appreciate you guys watching the video this far. Check out Ryan's channel if you want to see another perspective and kind of see his take on everything. If you haven't, subscribe. Love you guys, and I will see you for the next one.